Right now, we are going to discuss how to navigate the non-QV tracker. So after you've asked an assignment from production tracking and you receive an email from them such as like this, the next step for you to do is, of course, go to the non-QV tracker. So before you do that, take note of what is written in this template. So you are going to transcribe this file and take note of the timestamp markers as discussed in the other video. So you are going to transcribe this file name, and you are going to start transcribing from the very start up to the 39th minute. Okay? So while you're at here, let's try to copy the file name. After you highlight it, Control C, and click the non-QV tracker link. If you don't have any access to the non-QV tracker yet, then request for one from production tracking. As soon as we onboard you, you will be able to access this automatically. So this is now the non-QV production tracker. So you're on another tab. So what we're going to do first is to look for, before we look into your file, or we search your file or try to look for your file, let's discuss first the important columns here that you need to know. First of all, column B. This is, of course, the file name column. And if you notice, if you click on each cell under this column, links will appear. It only means the links here are the links to the templates for this tracker. So for example, you are assigned to work here on this file. All you have to do is click on this link and you will be able to access the template for this file. You are going to transcribe directly on the template. So let's just try one. Let's try clicking on this one. See that? A new tab will open. And this is the template for the file. Obviously, this was already transcribed. So this is how you access your template. And you are going to type directly on this template. You're not going to type on any other template. You're not going to type on Word and copy and paste it later here. No, you are going to transcribe directly here. And I'm going to explain to you later why that is important. So let's close this for now and go back to the non-QV production tracker. So take note of the file name column. The next important column is column C, the timestamps column. So this is the corresponding timestamp marks for each file found in column B. So if you are assigned to work on this file here, then it means that you are going to start transcribing from the 0 mark to the 40th minute mark. Okay, so take note of that. If you are assigned to work on part 2, then you are going to start transcribing from the 40th minute mark up to the 1 hour and 20th minute mark. Now what happens if you're assigned to part 2 but you end up transcribing the first 40 minutes? Then that's what we call nullified or a nullified file. You won't be credited for that because you didn't follow instructions. So always take note of the timestamps. If you're unsure of the timestamps, then ask production tracking. Then the next column that is really important here is this one, column H. Okay? Column H contains the audio link for the file. So if you're assigned to work on part 1, go to column H, click on the link, and you'll be looking at a page that looks something like this. Okay, so let's give it time. That's it. Now, before you listen to it, make sure that the file name here corresponds to the file name in the non-QV tracker. So take note. 53712B, and so on. So let's check it. You're assigned to work in this file, so it's 53712B. It's the same. Now, part 1, notice that this file, the files in this column, the first 4 files, actually carry the same name. They only differ based on the parts, on the corresponding parts. Like this one, this is part 1, this is part 2, this is part 3, and this is part 4. Now, all of these links will open to the same template. So make sure that when you open the template, you are directly working on the correct part, or on the correct part of that template.